Hey everyone, this is Mike,
And this is Josh.
and we are real
Real
dead.
dead. Yes, we are.
Hey Josh, what are we talking about today, man?
We are talking about future ideas for the Exorcist franchise because this is supposed to be a trilogy, guys. It did almost 28 million. So it was a little under Saw X. Saw X, I think, did closer to 29 million. But it was right in there with Saw X, and Saw X was deemed a success. So I would say that this would probably be deemed a success as well. I don't know how it's going to do after. But so there's supposed to be another one. I'm not sure did you know what the name of the next one, Mike, was supposed to be?
Yeah, it's called Deceiver.
Okay. What was the third installment? Did they have a name?
They have not came out with the name of it yet.
Okay. So yeah, Deceiver. So I'm going to be upfront here really quick. David Gordon Green is not my favorite director. He's made a lot of bad choices, and it's not all on him. I'll say that. He has a writing team as well, so he's just kind of directing what they have, but he does have input, of course. But to me, he screwed up the Halloween. He didn't just screw up the Halloween franchise. He screwed up the character of Michael Myers. That was the most egregious thing that he did.
He screwed up that guy's future and my view of him forevermore.
I mean, that's the most egregious thing he did. All the dumb sayings in the movie, sure, whatever. Corey, whatever. You know, that's stupid too. But they did him so wrong. So that was one of the biggest strikes against him going into this new Exorcist movie, I believe, why people were like, man, is this going to be good or is it going to be bad because of him doing that? Like, we don't trust him with another big IP. So, like, I saw the trailer. Me and Mike did a review of both trailers, and I was giving it a chance. I said, hey, this looks decent. It looks good. It looks okay. Now, some of the stuff that was in the trailer didn't end up in the movie, in my opinion. So it's like, wait a minute. Some of those scenes that I saw in the trailer were good. Also, we're going to have to talk about them giving away the whole flipping good parts of the movie in the trailer. Blumhouse is notorious for that. But so, yeah, The Exorcist Believer, it is what it is. I gave it a 6. Mike gave it a little lower, 4.5.
I gave it a 4.5. Josh gave it a 6. So,
are you still solid on that, Mike? I am. I'm still solid.
Yeah, I'm still 4.5. I'd like to watch it again once it finally comes out. Maybe it may go up to a 5. It could go down to a 4. Originally, I wanted to give it a 4, but
right.
Listen, we did a review on that. We've actually did 2 reviews. One spoiler free, one with spoilers. You can go watch both of them before you watch The Believer. But this episode, this show right here, real quick, is going to be a quick 10-15 minute video.
Right.
Just talking about possible futures for for the franchise, The Exorcist. And we know the next one's going to be called The Exorcist Deceiver in April of 2025.
Yeah, and I don't want them to go in because they mentioned in the movie, I've seen this on a couple of different things. I did some research. Mike, you did research on some different topics, but I'm going to bring this up. They mentioned in the movie how all this demonic stuff could affect the town in the movie. So a lot of people are thinking, oh no, Halloween Kills Part 2. Like
Evil Dies Tonight.
Yeah, is it going to be Demons Die Tonight, Mike? Is it going to be Demons Die Tonight?
Well, Josh, let me tell you my thoughts on this. This is my opinion. I did a little research on this. So
okay, go ahead.
We all know in the very first Exorcist, the demon was Pazuzu. Right? That was the wind demon. So what a lot of people think in this movie, who the demon is Pazuzu again, because in the movie, and this is a little bit of a spoiler, Pazuzu, which people think is Pazuzu, wrote the word Reagan. So this demon knows about or was, I mean, I kind of thought it was Pazuzu myself.
Yeah.
When I started researching this a little more on USA Today, they did an interview with David Gordon Green. He says the demon is called Lamashtu. Let me read you real quick who Lamashtu is. And this is according to the Assyrian or Mesopotamian mythology. So it says, let's see. So there's a bunch of different things here, but it says Lamashtu was a malevolent goddess or demigoddess who menaced women during childbirth and, if possible, kidnapped their children while they were breastfeeding. She would gnaw on their bones and suck their blood and was charged with a number of other evil deeds. She was the daughter of the sky god Anu. Also, other things I'd read was she was known for miscarriages. She would cause miscarriages. So it makes sense that is the demon, because here's another spoiler. Cut it off if you don't want to hear anymore. At the beginning of The Exorcist Believer, they're doing a blessing over her, over the baby in the body. Well, this says Lamashtu would try to cause miscarriages and all that.
Right.
So this is my thinking here, and this is just my opinion. David Gordon Green, call me. I'll give you a good deal on this idea for a movie. What if the name of it's called Deceiver, Josh? Deceiver, right? So you were all deceived in thinking it was Pazuzu when it was Lamashtu. We all know that. Right. So in part 2, could they be bringing Linda Blair back, who we know she's coming back probably. I don't know how much of, maybe she's going to be in part 3 a whole lot, but a little bit more in part 2. But is this deceiving part a part where Lamashtu is the real demon, not Pazuzu? Because there are some mythologies that say Pazuzu and Lamashtu were together. So there could be 2 possibilities there. Number one, are those 2 demons really more than one demon? It's 2 demons, and that's why Reagan, his name is brought up, because Lamashtu knows Pazuzu and they're together. Or could it be, this would be a real flip, is somehow Pazuzu in the Mesopotamian mythology, Pazuzu was the guardian against Lamashtu. So is there some way they're going to bring back Pazuzu to battle Lamashtu? Or both of them are together now and they come back and you're fighting multiple demons versus just one demon. So that's just something I read real quick. David Gordon Green did not tell a lot of people intentionally that this demon really was Lamashtu and not Pazuzu. So
I think a lot of people thought, obviously they tried to make you think it was Pazuzu because the mother, when it met the girl, she said, "We've met before," like to the demon. Like she thought it was Pazuzu even.
So, yeah, what could even be worse, David Gordon Green, is if you totally botched and screwed up mythology and Mesopotamian religion, and you called this Lamashtu thinking it was Pazuzu, and you just screwed the whole thing up. Who knows? I don't know.
That could actually be, though. Yep.
So what I think, in my opinion, what would be really cool, more than likely, would be that in part 2 and part 3, you're battling both demons. They're together.
Yep.
And that would be, that was why you need to bring Linda Blair back.
Yep.
You need to bring the actors.
Mike, is it okay that they use several different religious entity leaders to battle these demons? Or are you just,
as long as it's not voodoo? It can't be voodoo.
Give me a break.
So the whole thing, though, is could it be a battle building up to number 3, the third to final call? And it's getting, you got this first one, Lamashtu, you bring back Pazuzu and Reagan in the number 2, the deceiver, and then in the final one, you're battling both of them. That's my thought, my philosophy. Could be a decent movie, a little twist from the original Exorcist, which was nothing but Pazuzu, but could be a big battle there.
Yeah, that could work. I definitely. I just don't want the whole town to be involved on it. It sounds horrible. You could.
We don't need the Pentecostals, the Baptists, the Methodists, and the voodoo.
I know, but what do you?
Catholics.
I know you didn't like that part of it, but I did, because it showed that they had different beliefs of the same religion. Does that make sense? And so, like, the belief that they had that was the same. So that's what I liked about it. I know what you would just rather have two priests in there fighting the demons. That's what you want.
Not personally, because I'm not a Catholic.
Well, I know, but that's what you want to see for the movie.
But yeah, that's what the basis of the movie was from the beginning. But I mean,
Sure.
I don't even care that you have somebody in there to battle. I just had a problem, and we know this. We're not going to talk about this a whole lot, but
No.
I just had a problem with Believer on how it just made all of them look unorganized when they went in there together to fight this demon. But
sure.
yeah. So what are your thoughts? What do you think the franchise should go?
I mean, I feel like we need the girl back and we need the dad back because those people are both really good actors. So
I did read, Josh, this is supposed to happen directly after the end of the first one. Oh. Now, what does that mean? Does it mean it's the same night or the next day? Or does it mean it's a year or two down the road? But it is supposed to be a direct link to the end of Believer. So
okay,
that could be interesting that, everybody thinks that other little girl's dead. Is she not really dead? Or have they zipped her up in a body bag and it was the next day?
She's dead. Yeah. To me, she's dead. I mean, I don't know, but I don't know. But I don't know though, because like they showed like a clip, like it wasn't like the next day though. It was like time passed because the one daughter was back at school and stuff. So I don't know if that.
You're right. She was back at school. You're right.
Right. So that's not that. I don't think that's gonna take place right after it, but it's probably gonna be like a year or two after.
Right.
But like I said, I mean, I just don't want this to go in the way of Halloween Kills, where it's like some big thing where the whole town thinks or maybe like we don't want somebody to think somebody's possessed when they're not really. Like that could happen because that's what happened in that movie. Like I don't want to see those parallels at all, Mike. I don't want them there. And the first movie did have some parallels to the 2018 Halloween movie, in my opinion, with bringing back the old star, having new people, a new blood there as well. Like it had some parallels, and I just don't want any other ones connecting to Halloween Kills. So I feel like go in a new direction, try to do something different. I think having the two demons or Pazuzu back would be something maybe different and try to do something there. And then like you figure out like maybe it doesn't end good. Like it ends like kind of bad. And like the third movie, it's the good one. It has to, like the second movie doesn't end the way that you think it's going to end. Maybe on a cliffhanger or I don't even know, but just don't go the route of the town fighting with pitchforks or torches or whatever. You know what I mean? Don't do that.
Okay. Any other suggestions on how you think it could go?
No, I don't.
Would you like to see Linda Blair back full strength in the second one or maybe just the final one?
I'd like to see her back for sure. I don't know how much she should be involved in the second one. If you're going to save her for the third one for like the final punch. But you could definitely bring her in for something. I say leave the mother out. Just don't bring her back at all.
That probably would. I would think they would kill her off. I don't know.
I mean, if you do have her in the movie, don't. I mean, don't have her in too much. Like keep her. I mean, she was in this movie 10 minutes, maybe 2 minutes in the next one.
All right, guys. What do y'all think? I mean, hey, like it or not. There's going to be another one, and I'm going to go see it. So what is your opinion on Deceiver? What could it be? What are some ideas that you think about? Am I way off? This was totally something I brought up. I didn't read or hear anybody else say that. I did see where David Gordon Green said Lamashtu was the demon in this one, not Pazuzu.
Yeah.
So that's why I kind of brought that up. And that was a USA Today article. So I'll try to put the link of that in here where you can see where he said that itself.
Yeah, I think I'll be interested to see what they do with it. That's all. I'll be interested to see what they do with it.
All right, everybody. Y'all have a good one. Please like, comment, subscribe, and tell us what you think. Number one about Believer. Watch our non-spoiler and spoiler review on it, but also what you think would be a good storyline on this one to either finally end the franchise or take it to another level.
That's right.
All right. Bye, Josh.
Yeah. Bye-bye.